Okay, so 70,000 young Indians showed up for an AI summit. Not for any concert, not for some celebrity events, but for future, but for artificial intelligence. Which is honestly amazing, but also very scary. Because when 70,000 people shows up for the future and entry gate struggles with the present, you have to pause and talk about it. The India AI Impact Summit 2026 is projected as a big moment, and it is. Not just India attending the AI race, but leading it. Responsible AI, inclusive AI, leadership for the global south, massive investment projections, youth initiatives like Youth AI and AI by HER, health tech programs like SAHI and WODS, global CEOs including Sundar Pichai from Google and Sam Altman from OpenAI, policymaker, developments, head of states, the messaging, confident, bold, visionary. But then day 1 and 2 happened. Let's start outside the venue. Long queues, pre-registered attendees waiting for hours, people with valid QR codes still stuck outside. But here's what's interesting. If AI can predict the shopping trends, election trends, and the weather tomorrow, can it not predict the crowd turnout at a free entry national AI summit? That's not sarcasm, that's a real question. Free entry, that to in a nation like India. Because for free entry might sound like very noble, democratic, very accessible for youth, benefiting them, bringing them together, shaping their future, their dreams. No. The execution was terrible and it was disastrous for many. People are saying online that they could have taken some amount at the registration or a cheaper entry ticket or something like that, or would have provided a better management for the same. Traffic around Bharat Mandapam was bad. Entry systems slowed down. Coordination seemed stretched. Was it a total collapse of the event? No. But was it smooth? Managed? Definitely not. Now let's go inside, because important panels were happening. Real discussions to scalable AI, global partnership, research, innovations did happen. So yes, substance was there, but at the same time, Wi-Fi instability affected some live demonstration. Wi-Fi, that too at an AI summit, at a digitally revolutionary AI summit, transformative leading AI summit in 2026. Wi-Fi. At the same time, you can't ignore the symbolism there. Startups showcasing machine learning models were reportedly struggling with basic connectivity. Imagine preparing for months to demo cutting-edge tech and your biggest opponent is router. And some food stalls reportedly operated on cash-only transactions. UPI didn't work consistently in certain areas. Again, not dramatic, not headline scandal material, but slightly ironic at an event centered at digitally transformative India, leading India. There were sudden hall clearances for VIP movement, typical Indian thing. Communication gaps about access protocols, entry confusions, restrictions that caught some exhibitors off guard. Individually, there are some small minor problems which every big event has, and execution do has problem, and India is no such exception. But together, they form a pattern which is hard to ignore, because that pattern matters. As expectations were set very high, when you position an event as India stepping into global AI leadership, the smallest cracks became more visible. And here's the thing. High turnout is actually a positive problem. It shows demand, it shows youth engagement, it shows belief, and that belief certainly increases responsibility of execution, responsibility of capacity, and responsibility of fulfilling the dreams of the youth of your own country. To their credit, corrective steps were taken. Minister Ashwini Vaishnav acknowledged the disruptions and apologized. A coordination war room was set up. Shuttle services were introduced. Crowd movement improved over the following days. The responsiveness is important. But here's the deeper question. Why did it require day 1 and 2 pressure for systems to adjust? 70,000 young people showed up because they believe India can lead in artificial intelligence. That kind of trust isn't automatic. So execution has to match that scale. Because leadership in AI isn't just about vision slides and billion-dollar projects. It's whether your inclusiveness can feel genuinely accessible. The summit isn't a disaster, but is a stress test. Because the youth of India did show up. So the ambition is there or not isn't a question anymore. The question isn't, ye generation kahan ja rahi hai? It is proved already. Curiosity is there, ideas are there, but not the execution of our country. And perhaps in my point of view, this is the most honest takeaway. The world is not watching our vision, our announcement, our big stages, or invites or tweets or anything like that. They are watching our execution, and so does the youth of India. Let's see what day 3, 4, and 5 unfolds.